One story, one fire, one friend. Present. Soccer quotes.
To me, being the best means proving it in different countries and championships. I never had any problems with my height. I was always the smallest kid, at school and in my teams. It was a fair decision, the penalty, even though it was debatable whether it was inside or outside the box. Football is the only sport where you put people together. It doesn't matter if you are rich or poor or black or white. It is one nation. This is the beauty of football. Ahead of a semi-final, there is always the same buzz. You know you are very close to reaching the final, but there is no way you can relax because then you will be punished. Every team has a hard man. We has Nobby Stiles, Chelsea had Chopper, Arsenal had Peter Storey, Liverpool had Tommy Smith, Leeds had 11 of them. You've got to take responsibility and to do everything in your power to get results. Hopefully players look at that and try and follow it. Messi is a genius. He has everything. When I watch him, I see a player who is very, very skillful, very clever, and his left foot is like Diego Maradona's. Benfica against Manchester United is very special for me. Benfica is my real club, but Manchester United is my English club. We are together in history. I don't understand racism. I have many black friends and many others have been my opponents. Respect is basic. Unfortunately, racism is a social problem, and football belongs to society. England is a very strong league with 3 or 4 of the best teams in Europe, but if I had played there, I would have destroyed it, like I have everywhere else. I always think about what I missed, and I think that was my driving force. Never be satisfied with what I've done. There'll always be people around you who will criticize you. Pay no heed to them. Your best reply to their brutal words is when you shut them up with your success. Since a very young age, I've dreamt of being a professional soccer player, and from a psychological and mental aspect, I've tried to prepare myself to be a good player. The career I had at Celtic, the amount of goals and assists and the relationship with the fans and the club, I can't regret that. That's something I'm going to cherish as long as I live. People are marked down for their age. Once you get past 30, people look at you a bit funny. When you get to 35, the questions are all, when are you going to stop? Calm down. For me, the best defender I played against was Carles Puyol. He was my teammate too, but my rival many times. Also, Roberto Ayala, the Argentinian center back. They have weaknesses, the same ones which every attack-minded team has. I'm sure that they will concede more than one at El Madrigal. I was born in 1970. In 2002, I became a world champion. I was captain. I had the honor of receiving the World Cup trophy from no less than whom? Pelé. Man, if I say any more, I'll cry. It's really emotional. I always thought that to be a great player, you had to have a great attitude to work. You also need a certain amount of luck, but the luck comes when you're in the right position and working hard. As a striker, you are playing against big defenders. They try to throw you around. I try to play in behind them, and I need power. I know that I have to go to the gym and train. I train all the time. The passion of being forever with one's fellows and the fear of being left for a few hours alone is to me wholly incomprehensible. Football is now all about money. There are problems with the values within the game. This is sad because football is the most beautiful game. We can play it in the street. We can play it everywhere. There was a moment in 1996 I had to say, I have to try to get healthy. We made a decision to fuse my ankle. For a sportsman, and I was still only 32, that's the worst choice. But I had to stop the pain. Football is a mix of skill, instinct, and hard work. It's not just about the glory moments. It's about putting in the effort day in and day out, on and off the field. Italy have plenty of high-quality players. Newcomers need time to get adjusted to the setup and the system of play. I'm very young, and although I think I have shown good quality in my international games, I realize that there are plenty of others competing for places. When you play sports like tennis, you're alone, and that's a good school for life. But it's also a good school for life to bring your best and make those around you better too, helping others in difficult moments. It will be a hard game if you think about winning a championship. We need to think about our own game at the moment and focus on getting good results, especially over the Christmas period. It is very frustrating to watch everybody training and playing while you have to undergo treatment, which is pretty boring. It is better to be away, so you can think clearly about things and concentrate on your rehabilitation. I went from being a player who had received just a few yellow cards in his career to a red card in a World Cup. It was a devastating moment for me. It was my first game in the World Cup, so I was excited and thankful for the opportunity. Being sent off was a big blow. The secret is to believe in your dreams, in your potential that you can be like your star. Keep searching, keep believing, and don't lose faith in yourself. I'm a very stubborn person. I think it has helped me over my career. I'm sure it has hindered me at times as well, but not too many times. I know that if I set my mind to do something, even if people are saying I can't do it, I will achieve it. I feel more comfortable where I play for Colombia because I like to be closer to the goal. That works better for me. I can score and pass from there, but as a player, I have to be prepared to play in any position. A lot of the moves I make originate from futsal. It's played in a very small space and the ball control is different in futsal. And to this day, my ball control is pretty similar to a futsal player's control. As a kid, you obviously dream of being a professional footballer. I would watch players like Ronaldo of Brazil and pretend to be him in the playground. But I don't think about trying to become one of the best in the world or anything like that. I just play football. Gerard Houllier is a great coach. He made me grow. He gave me chances in big games, which raised my confidence. It opened my eyes to what I could do. It was through him that I managed to trust myself. For me, nothing bad can happen on a football pitch. You could be growing up in chaos. Everything could be going crazy around you, but if you have a ball at your feet, you stop thinking. Everything is quiet, peaceful. When I say I want to become a legend, some people say it's pretentious. For me, it's a challenge, my desire, a dream. I'm not saying I'll get there, but it's what I want. I'm a very temperamental person. But when you are wearing the captain's armband for Real Madrid or the national team, it's best to express yourself in a different way. You have to maintain a sense of unity. A good atmosphere where everyone feels happy is one of the keys to success, and that's something you shouldn't lose. Injuries are not only a physical question, which is the most important thing, of course, but also a question of your mind. If you're thinking, I'm not going to make it, I can't cope, it hurts, it's never going to get better, then it won't. The greatest are an inspiration for all the kids who wake up early in the morning. Everyone watches you, is inspired by you, and wants to be you. So you influence society. That's what being more than an athlete means. I want more kids to have that opportunity. I want everybody to start with the same chance.
I kindly request your support by subscribing to my channel and hitting the like button on my videos.